I enjoy a lot of games from many different genres, but at heart, my favourite genre of games has to be first-person shooters. As a kid, my first FPS was Time Splitters Future Perfect on the PlayStation 2, which is still one of my favourite games of all time. This was a game I enjoyed purely in single player and playing co-op with my brother, as at the time I didn't know how to connect a PlayStation to the internet. One Christmas, my dad bought my brother and I an Xbox 360 with a copy of Halo 3. This was the first time I ever played a multiplayer FPS game, and I was completely hooked from that point on. For a while, I kept playing Halo before branching out into Call of Duty way before they ruined that franchise. Slowly, I started to see another FPS game come up on my radar, which although was available on Xbox, it wouldn't be the same experience. A game that although was a first-person shooter, it was in another league compared to what I had already played. That game is Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is one of the reasons I shifted over to PC from console. I started on Counter-Strike Global Offensive, putting in about 2,000 hours before the upgrade to Counter-Strike 2. I fell in love with Counter-Strike as it was a lot more skillful and a lot more tactical compared to Call of Duty. Call of Duty to me was very arcadey in the way it worked, whereas Counter-Strike was pure skill and tactical. Call of Duty, I could just pick up my controller, relax and just play whenever I wanted, whereas Counter-Strike, I had to be at the top of my game. I had to practice to get better. I didn't care about getting good at Call of Duty, I cared about being good at a tactical first-person shooter. Like I mentioned before, I spent 2,000 hours in Counter-Strike, and for me, the spark started to fade slightly. Personally, I don't think it was anything to do with Counter-Strike, I think I just wanted something new. I experimented with a few different FPS games. I went back to some of the newer Halo games on PC and Hunt Showdown. Both of these were incredible games, but didn't quite match the round-based competitive tactical first-person shooter. Until a few weeks ago. My good friend Bernardo has wanted me to try a game that he likes for a long time, but I always felt intimidated to try due to how late I was coming to that game. A game that I'm sure that has been on everyone's radar and has played, but I just never gave it the time of day. That game is Rainbow Six Siege. Although I am still very new to Siege, I have become obsessed with this game. If you're a Siege expert and you have a lot of hours in this game, I fully understand it now. There is so much to learn when it comes to Siege that I can see why it's overwhelming for new people. As a new player myself, I was completely overwhelmed by it, as there is so much depth to this game that it's incredible. You've got to worry about distractible environments, optimal setup phases, droning, operators and their abilities, gadgets, weapon recall, general map knowledge. Compared to Counter-Strike, this is a huge jump. I know on Counter-Strike you have certain maps with, pre-fire spots and things like that, and I can understand there's that to learn, but Siege just feels like another level because you don't know where people are going to be at any time. Compared to Counter-Strike, this is a huge jump, but with experience, these things will eventually become natural to you, and it is very rewarding to play. I've had a few good rounds, a few clutches here and there, and it is the best I've felt in an FPS game. Your practice really is rewarded in this game, and it shows. Bernardo and I have been playing Siege over the last few weeks, and it's been such a pleasure to learn. Without Bernardo's help, I would be completely lost in this game. I think I enjoy Siege so much purely because of the operators. I've been playing Kapkan a lot, and to prove this, I have been trapping my own house for the optimal setup. But honestly, without Bernardo's help, I would be completely lost in this game. He has showed me so much that we've just been in practice sessions, and he's been running me through certain maps, everything to learn and stuff, and I still don't feel like I'm at that point where I can just play whenever I want. But with enough practice, I think I can, do a bit here and there, but the game is very, very fun. Each operator plays differently with different weapons, gadgets, and abilities. It really took away that repetitive feeling I was getting from Counter-Strike. It just adds a whole other level to the game. Counter-Strike, there was no really, nothing new to it. I guess Counter-Strike, comparing that to Valorant, there was the ultimate abilities of different characters, which really changed the way that game played. Whereas Counter-Strike, everyone's at that sort of equal level, that it just kind of got a bit stale to me. I just wanted to make a quick video, because to be honest, I didn't know what I was trying to achieve with this video. I just wanted to share my experience as a new Siege player, especially this late into Siege. And if you've never played Siege before, I really encourage you to try it. If you're a current Siege player who's played for a long time, this video isn't really going to do anything for you, but I just want to kind of almost bow my head to people that play Siege this much, because I can see why you guys play it all the time. The game is just incredible to learn. Another point I just want to touch on quickly is that I do think in the genre, Siege is at the top. I know people rank Counter-Strike very highly, but I honestly think Siege is way above Counter-Strike in my opinion. With the stuff I mentioned earlier, the destructible environments and, you know, those points I made, there is a lot more to learn when it comes to Siege that I would just say it's a lot more rewarding to play. If you've played Counter-Strike but never played Siege, I encourage you to try, because I think some things translate a bit to those games. If you took the time to watch me just yap about this, I really do appreciate it. I plan to make another video based around Hunt Showdown and what that does in the extraction shooter genre, as I really like that game. So keep your eye out for that whenever I make it. I'm also going to be streaming on Twitch, which will be in the description if you want to come and watch that. I'll be playing all sorts of games, nothing in particular, just anything I sort of fancy. Yeah, and take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.